Finally, the truth has been revealed. Everything that happens in Finland between Mazi Simon Ekpa and the Finland government has been revealed by these Biafran activists who study so hard and make sure that they go through everything that happens in court on that day. So it is not what we hear in the radio or what we see during their TV broadcast is what really happened. All those things is just a way to please the government of Nigeria and to play according to their bid. So I would like you to watch the video to the end for you to see and hear it directly from him and hear the truth, how everything went through, for you to know that the God of Biafra is still alive and the God is still with Simon Ekpa for the good work he's doing. So don't skip any part, don't go anywhere. As you're about to watch the video, try to like, subscribe and share the video to go around the world for everyone to see the injustice that is happening in Biafra land with the government of Finland and the government of Nigeria.
Breaking news. Finland government have been exposed about everything that happened in the case of Simon Ekpa. I have said a time without number that these people are complicit. They only acted on the scripts given to them by whoever that give them the scripts. Now, finally, the truth have been unveiled. I want you people to watch this video, how they will be exposed. Watch this video, share this video and subscribe to this channel, and make sure you show all this video to your people. They have been finally exposed. I've said it time without number. If today you people want to fight this rascality you feel that Simon Ekpa is doing in the Southeast, what we are currently facing in Nigeria today is worse than what you people are claiming Simon Ekpa have done. Today people cannot travel to their village. Today now full and headmen, they are kidnapping everywhere and there, and the government feel that everything is okay. Look at in the north now. Look at what Boko Haram are doing to our Nigerian soldiers without no pity, without no sympathy. And yet you people feel that Simon Ekpa is the issue, and Simon Ekpa issue has become a national issue, whereby somebody like C.D.S. Musa, a chief of staff, will go on the national television and be celebrating that Finland have done the needful. Please watch this video from this very guy, that the battle of Simon Ekpa is not over yet, and share this video massively.
News, breaking news, there is fresh hope for Simon Ekpa. With the information reaching me last night, I tell you there is fresh hope for Ekpa, as he may just be walking out of the prison as a free man very, very soon. And here is why. It will shock you to know that in Finland, their judicial system is not the same as other parts of Europe and the world. In Finland, there are 3 courts. Listen very carefully because I want to take you somewhere. There are 3 courts in Finland, and the lowest of the lowest is the district courts. Then you have the appeal court. Then you have the Supreme Court, which decision is final. In fact, in Finland, decisions become final from the appeal court, not the district courts. Note that one very well, just jot it down. Decisions become binding starting from the appeal court, not the district court. The district court in Finland is lower than the magistrate court in Nigeria. I did my fact checking to find out that even in that district court, open your ear and hear this one. Hear this one. Open your ear and hear this one now. Even in that district court, they don't use judges. They use lay judges. Lay judges are just like me and you. People on the streets, they just call them to come and try and judge case. They just nominate them from the crowd and say, come and be a judge. That is how low, that is how unimportant district courts are. But that is the first court that cases start from first. So what is the implication of this? One, the implication of this is that Simon Ekpa's case was not tried by a judge, a professional judge that went to law school. No, he was tried like a citizen, a normal human being who's on his own, who is facing his own business. He's the one that judged this case. And in most cases, listen now, let me tell you, in most cases, these people can be manipulated. Because before they bring you to be a judge, they will tell you what they want you to do, and they pay you some money because definitely you can be influenced. Because you might be having challenges in your life, and this judge role they gave you used to change your life. So we are talking about this because it's possible that there was an interference by a higher power in this case, because the district courts in Finland are actually not judged by judges themselves. It's from the appeal court that you get to see the real judges who understand nitty-gritty of case, legal arguments, and legal discussions. And that is why if someone Ekpa's lawyers are still playing or sleeping, feeling bad that they have lost this case, I am here to tell you clearly that no, go straight to the appeal court, appeal this case, sit before a proper judge, and you'll be surprised that this case will be struck off. Yes, we have been crying manipulation. The only court in Finland that can be manipulated is the district court, which is the one that Ekpa just finished from, because that is the one that the Finland government want to do a favor for Nigerian government, as manipulating the judicial system. It is the district courts they can do it, a court where they can single-handedly appoint their own lay judge to oversee the cases. And that kind of situation now, it will just go the way they want, because that person might be somebody who just need the money for the moment. And that is where manipulation comes in. Let me read this for you. Listen, a lay judge is a volunteer member of the public without specific legal training. That is who a lay judge is. And Finland uses these lay judges, for manipulation. To manipulate, because they are the only ones that you can manipulate. So now, Finland will not want Ekpa to appeal this judgment, because the next court is going to go to now, will be a real judge. You understand? And that is why I want Ekpa to start, him and his lawyers, to start appealing this case, because they never saw it coming. I was doing my digging and I discovered this, and the district courts don't use real judges. So listen, the Finland General Court system for criminal cases such as terrorism follows this structure. 1. The first court you enter, the district courts, Karajukis. The role of district court is, courts of first instance for criminal and civil cases. The composition is, it is presided over by lay judges, which are elected by municipal councils. Then, number of district courts in Finland is 20. They have 20 district courts in Finland. Now listen, the Court of Appeal, this one handles appeals from district courts. Now, what is the composition? It is presided over by professional judges, typically in 3 panels. Now, the number of courts in Finland is 5. They have 5 courts of appeal in Helsinki, in Turku, in Vasa, in Kuopio, in Kuvala. Now, who can appeal a judgment? The defendant, the prosecutor, or victim can appeal if dissatisfied with the district court decision. They can file note of intent within 7 days of the district court's judgment. The appellant must file a notice of intent to appeal with the district court. The full appeal must be submitted within 30 days of the judgment. The grounds of appeal: appeals can challenge the conviction, for factual errors, insufficient evidence, or the sentence itself. For terrorism cases, the appeal might focus on evidence interpretation, legal definitions of terrorism, or sentencing proportionality. So the Court of Appeal reviews this case based on written evidence, but oral hearings may be held if necessary. The court assesses the legality and appropriateness of the district court's decision. Now, very important for you to note, listen very carefully. In Finland, appeal court cannot give you a higher sentence because you came to appeal as a defendant. The appeal court rather looks at a way to reduce your sentence, to strike it off, or leave it the way it is, most when it comes from defendants. Appeal court does not say, okay, you came to appeal court to appeal this case and you have failed the appeal, and I even see reasons to give you more sentence, I will even add. Doesn't do that. So don't be afraid that appealing the case might make it even worse. Go for this appeal, because we cannot allow any kurukere judge that they just carry from streets to come and judge a whole high-profile case of somebody like Simon Ekpa, a person who is a POI of 2 countries. You carry one small boy and put them, want to go and start crying that you have been sentenced. Then you want to come and sleep and rest and say, okay, I beg leave and make I go prison. No, 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 no. You must sit before a credible judge before you can beat your chest and say you give up. You cannot just give up when you have sat in a mago court. Like somebody who has already been giving phone call from their president that I want someone that can do this thing for me. You know, I have a contract with Nigeria. I want someone, I will not mess it up. So pick somebody who I can, send some dollars for. Yes. And they carry the person and then he sits down there because district courts are scattered everywhere. It's like mobile courts. That's exactly what I was telling you. It's more than a magistrate court. That's the way they operate there. It's their system. It is their system. And you cannot allow someone that cannot just go to prison, give up, because you have been tried in a corrupt system that is easily manipulated. So I did another fact checking and I found out that these district courts, they are open to corruption a lot. Because of the way they appoint judges, just picking people that can just look at cases and just say whatever they like. They're not judges, so they're human beings, like me and you. Because of that, people now manipulate their way, making Finland a corrupt country. Yes, I will talk about Finland being a corrupt country in the next video, because obviously, these Europeans cannot deceive us with their white color. They can't deceive us with their beautiful roads and beautiful buildings. Corruption is inside, it's not outside what you show people. It's inside the system. So I advise the lawyers of Ekpa right now to stand up and go and appeal this case and sit before a proper judge, not a wuru mago charge and bail judge that they brought out to try Ekpa. That is charge and bail judge, lay judge. That is the truth. I have done my extensive fact check. It was not a judge. If you doubt me, bring me the name of the judge that did this case. And that is why they are even shielding the name of their judges, because most times they don't use judges. So that is it. And if it goes this way, if they go and challenge it, I get you, 90 out of 100, Simon Ekpa will get proper justice. If he appeal this case, there is every possibility, I'm telling you, that Simon Ekpa will get proper justice, reduced sentence, or a strike out of the case. The one that will never happen is that they will add more years for him. They don't do that in Finland. I have fact checked it. They don't do that in Finland. When the defendant himself, the person that is defending the case, comes for the appeal, they don't add more years. They only try and see if they can reduce it, because what you came to the court to do is to seek for a reduction, or seek of a striking out, or a seek of what to interpret the lower court actually did a good job. That's exactly what came today. So let's watch as it unfolds. Let's file the appeal. Today is not a 5th. There is time. You have 7 days to appeal, to tell the court orally. First of all, you can do it orally that you want to appeal. That's a notice. Then you have 30 days now to file it properly and deliver judgment. To file it properly and get proper judgment. That is how it works. So there is hope. There is fresh hope. There is fresh hope. Please subscribe to the channel. Click on the bell.
Direction to every day in Nigeria. It's troubling Nigeria. Nigeria now, as we speak now, it's not a country. Even many people who have realized, who have insulted Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu call Nigeria a zoo now, they have now acknowledged to it that zoo is far better than this country called Nigeria. Because never in the first place, we are not made to be a one country before. But the British came because of their selfish desire how to keep making Nigeria. They carry us together, bring Fulani from all different African countries, bring different people together and call it Nigeria. And I keep saying it since I started doing my video about this gospel, that what is the meaning of one Nigeria in your language, tell us to know. As we speak now, no language in Nigeria that can tell us what is the meaning of Nigeria. How can you bear a child a name that does not have a meaning to the child?
Oh yes, this is a very nice news and a very welcome development. It is now left for the Biafran government and for all the parties that are involved in the agitation of Biafra to come together and to understand themselves and to push for the appeal of Simon Ekpa in Finland. Although I know that The appeal has been in the court, so we are waiting for the final judgment, and we are waiting to see the outcome of the whole thing, because the whole thing, the way it is trending, or the way it is going, the way Nigerian government is claiming that is a terrorist, this is that, mean that you cannot come out to agitate or to say your mind, look at what you need, or look at how you want things to be done in the country where you belong to. And meaning anybody who talk this time around, they can claim that the person is a terrorist. Once you come out to say your mind, automatically you become a terrorist. So that kind of language they used to use just to clarify, or just to make sure that other world see the IPOB, or see the Nnamdi Kanu and the Mazi Simon Ekpa as those that is not, that is, in fact, they don't even need to be talking about. So that is what they are looking onto, that is what they want. But at the end, justice will still prevail. At the end, everybody will still know that this thing they used to claim, it is not truth. That the Nigerian government, all about is just to fabricate things, and against the person they are fighting for them to just stand. So the issue of Finland and the court that they sentenced Simon Ekpa to 6 years, it is not really the way it's supposed to be. It is not. So we are waiting to see the outcome, and we believe that it will become a progressive one, and it will yield a good fruit at the end of the whole thing, because we are waiting. The way the Nigerian government says, or the way they talk about it, it look as if that there is nothing good, that Ekpa is all off, and there is nothing good about him. So all those things is just for them to demarcate him and for them to destroy him. The issue of repatriating back to Nigeria, it is now over. It is now stopped. So they find a way through that way they cannot see. So they now go through into another dimension, just to make sure that they destroy his image, and they try to tag him a terrorist, which everybody knows that he's not a terrorist. Somebody that came out good, and somebody that tells you, look at what we need, look at what the people want. So the next thing you claim is fighting against you, is talking, is a terrorist. He cannot, even in the country that he stays in for many years, they have not seen him as a terrorist. So why then Nigeria now start seeing him as a terrorist? It's only Nigeria that the IPOB or the Igbo, the agitators, is being looked as if they are terrorists, but in other parts of the world they are not a terrorist. It's a sign to show you that all those things is a way which Nigeria wants to suppress everybody, to make sure that nobody talk and nobody speak again. That is why whenever you talk, or whenever you say the thing they are doing, they will try to call you a terrorist, or everybody a terrorist, this one is terrorist. So that is it. Like, subscribe and share the video to go around.